Lil Baby in the big 2025. His career is definitely in a really awkward spot because numbers wise he's doing pretty well, but quality wise, you're gonna ask a lot of people and they're gonna say like Lil Baby is still ass and has not recovered since his album in 2022. And to be honest, I didn't think Wham was that bad of an album as many people say it was. However, recently he released his second project this year called The Leaks, which has a lot of leaked songs, I guess. I'm not sure. I'm not going out of my way to listen to leaked Lil Baby songs, but I don't know. You do you, I guess. And yeah, I must say this project was definitely not what Lil Baby needed in order to prove people wrong. So yeah, let's talk about it. Was The Leaks by Lil Baby good? Well, if you want the short answer, fuck no, it was not. But let me explain a little bit. Now, going into this album, I had zero expectations for it, and that's because the rollout that it had was extremely ass. And why I'm saying this is because it first got announced to drop like months ago. I don't remember exactly when it was supposed to drop, but it got delayed a lot, and it wasn't like officially stated that it was gonna be delayed. It just did not come out when it was supposed to. But anyways, after that, Lil Baby decided to release 5 songs off of this tape as singles, and none of them were original, nor they were interesting, nor they were unique, nor they were good songs. And yeah, that really set my expectations to the lowest bar for this project to come out. But I went with an open mind as always. Maybe he just chose the weakest songs out of the project to release before. I don't know why anyone would do that, but maybe. But then the whole tape came out, and no, the whole project has this exact same level of quality as the singles, which is not good. The problem with Lil Baby here is that there are just no unique beats. They all sound super generic, and Lil Baby's delivery, he just doesn't have any energy in his voice. And I'm not saying that like before he had energy, because Lil Baby was never known for being energetic, but you could hear that he was alive. If you listen to a song from like 2020 and compare it to a song from this year, just do the experiment and listen to those two songs and just see the difference in Lil Baby's voice, because it's very drastic. And you can also notice that on this album with the song Guaranteed, because it was made in 2019, and it shows because his voice just sounds way better than the rest of this piece of shit. And what's also very disappointing to me is that Weezy has production credits on 2 songs in here, and both of them are probably some of the weakest Weezy beats that I've ever heard. Guaranteed has the 2019 Lil Baby sound, but the beat is pretty weak, especially for Weezy standards. And then the beat on Forever Slime is just super stale. If you would have told me that this beat was made by a random producer that has like 3 credits on other random projects, then I would totally believe you. But no, this is Weezy we're talking about. This guy has some immaculate beats in the past, but these ones are just really bad. And yeah, something that I think Wham had as a highlight is that it had some really strong collaborations. You had stuff with Travis Scott, Dumb and Dumber with Young Thug and Future, Outfit with 21 Savage, even Redbone with Glorilla was pretty good. There was also By Myself, but we don't speak about By Myself. And then you come into this tape and compare the collaborations, and it's just laughable. First of all, I need to ask like a genuine question for everyone out there. Is any single one of you excited whenever you see on a track that it says featuring G Herbo? Genuine question, because like G Herbo has to be one of the most boring feature artists out there, especially since he's featured everywhere. Like just this year he had songs with Lil Baby, Moneybagg Yo, Polo G, Rob 49, even with Benny the Butcher. Why the fuck does he have a song with Benny the Butcher? Don't get me wrong, that song is fire, but it's not because of G Herbo. And yeah, in here it's just nothing special. And also, this was the first single released for the album. You wanna get people hyped. You don't get people hyped with a G Herbo collab. Maybe you would get them hyped with a Young Thug collab, but not this Young Thug collab, because Superman is just disgusting. It's really sad to me because I genuinely thought that Young Thug was one of the best featured artists that we had in the modern era. I was always excited for Young Thug features, but now in the big 2025, I'm just coming into songs with Young Thug with zero expectations, and sadly I was writing here to have no expectations because this was probably one of the worst Young Thug features that I've heard. His vocals inflections are just not good anymore, and yeah, it's just really sad to me, especially when you see that even this year they had a strong collab with Part of My Back, but this one is just not on that same level. Then the collab with Playboi Carti was one that was really hyped because for some reason Lil Baby and Playboi Carti had never collabed before, which is super weird to me, but yeah, this was very disappointing. The modern Playboi Carti, I think everyone can tell that has 3 different voices. The first one is the one that he first showcased on Finn, is his regular new voice, I guess, just deeper. Then you have one that is a bit more similar to his old voice, but not like completely there, so something you would hear in songs like Fine Shit or I don't know, Rather Like kind of. And then you have the third one. Oh god, the third one is atrocious. A lot of people call it his Future voice because he sounds exactly like Future. This voice that he previewed in All Red, which, quick side note, All Red has to be one of the most forgettable songs ever. Like, everyone was talking about it when it came out, and now I'm pretty sure most of you probably forgot that that song existed. But anyways, his Future voice is probably the worst one. No, not probably, it's easily his worst one. Every time that I hear Playboi Carti come in a song with that voice, I'm just like really disappointed. And like, don't get me wrong, I really like Future, but when Carti does that voice, it just doesn't work. And especially here when you have such a fun beat and like it's with a lot of synths, it sounds perfect for Carti to use his more baby-like voice, but no, he does the complete fucking opposite and goes with the deepest voice that he has, and it sounds super out of place, and this song overall is just a mess, to be honest. Then there's a collab with Ryder Rodriguez, which uses generic melodic trap beat 3. Like, generally, if you've heard at least 3 Polo G songs, and you have heard this beat before. Finally, the only collab that I think was decent in this project was the one with Lil Yachty, Lucky, and V's. None of them did like a particularly strong performance, but none of them were bad, and the beat was pretty nice, and you know, it was one of the few decent tracks that this album had to offer. The other one being What She Like, which was produced by Murda Beats. And yeah, this song is exactly what we need from Lil Baby in 2025. The beat is super good, it's very unique compared to the rest of the album. Lil Baby sounds alive, and you know, I don't know, that this song kind of makes me sad because it just shows what Lil Baby could be doing, but instead he's just focused on doing that dark trap sound that gets super stale, and yeah, he's just not really putting any effort into his projects nowadays, it seems. So yeah, to answer the question, was the leaks by Lil Baby good? No. No, it was really not good. But anyways, thanks for watching this video. I'm probably gonna start working now on my top 10 best and worst songs of the year, same with the album videos. So yeah, let's get ready for that. Although I might also make a video on the 21 Savage album that is about to come out. I'm recording this on Wednesday, it comes out on Friday, so I'll probably do a video about it, and I'm praying to God that that album is good, because every mainstream trap artist aside from like Offset has just done terrible albums, like Ken Carson, Lil Baby, Lil Durk. They are all flopping super hard, so I'm hoping that 21 Savage can deliver a strong album. His features have been pretty good, so yeah, I'm just praying for the best. But anyways, that was the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this new style that I'm doing. It's not like the album reviews, it's a bit more free, and yeah, just videos that I can do really quickly just to get them out there and talk about some albums that are hot right now, that are new. And yeah, subscribe, like, and yeah, see you next time. Goodbye.